It's been 1 week since Alex Pretti was shot and killed by federal agents in Minneapolis. His death sparked protest and memorials all across the country, but today they looked a little different. Pretti was an avid cyclist, and today a Minnesota bike shop that he frequented held a ride in his honor, and people across the nation did the same thing, including here in Louisville. Several groups, bike groups, shops, and enthusiasts all came together at Trellis Brewing for the Unity Ride. A common sentiment we heard from those at the event was the desire to support others in the community and celebrate the diversity of people in it.
I just think it's important. You know, Alex Pretti was a member of our cycling community, and just seeing what happened to him, and that, you know, if we do decide to stand up for our neighbors, that there are consequences to that, and that's very scary.
The ride went from Trellis Brewing to Jefferson Square on 4th Street and over to New.